A commodity outlook for the week starting November the 17th. We called a low in gold here, which I think was the Friday before last, when we saw this big positive candle. It was particularly important because 1155 was a very important support level for gold, and although we spiked below it on the day and got as far as 1131, we very nicely recovered to test the previous 2013 lows at 1179. We held below there all week and pretty much just went sideways while bulls and bears battled it out. And we warned of volatile conditions. In fact, the Wednesday and Thursday were actually very quiet. And then Friday, of course, we got this enormous spike up and we burst through the important 1178.80 area. We've closed above it. That was the confirmation we were looking for a more positive outlook. So yes, gold, as we had suspected, does look very good. Stochastics back it up. Really happy with what's going on there. 1193 is a 50% retracement of the move down from 1255. That's where we halted on Friday, so we're going to have to get through there this week to continue further gains, and of course all the levels are on the report. I stuck my neck out in oil last week and suggested that 7400 would mark the low for the recent sell-off and we'd get a really good bounce off there. I stated that very, very clearly on Friday. And of course we bottomed out at 73.25. I warned that there'd be a lot of stop hunters out there around that 7400 area, and it was only the close that mattered. And as long as we closed above 7400, we'd have quite a positive outlook and a potential bottom in oil. Well, so far so good. 73.25, as I said, that was the low, but we closed well above 7400, having broken below it. 75.82 according to this chart is the close. And a decent positive candle there with the spike lower and the higher close, a close I think above halfway through the previous day's candle. So that's exactly what I was looking for. Positive confirmation, volume's not too bad. I think that there is a strong chance that oil has just bottomed out for the year. We really have been oversold for a heck of a long time, and I'm looking for a recovery now. At least a stabilisation. Maybe we'll do what gold did, go sideways for a couple of days and then burst higher. But right now it's too risky to remain short, and we've been running shorts on this for a long time. Brent crude, I did warn on Friday that we were getting so overdone now that we had to be ready for a very sharp bounce back. There was no warning, no particular support level, but I just felt that this was getting so overdone, probably because WTI looked like it was going to bottom. And we hit that 76.75 level. We bottomed just one tick above there, rocketed higher. So this is really what I'm looking for again in Brent crude, confirmation that we probably bottomed out now and we can start to unwind that oversold situation. At the moment it's just a correction in a bull trend until we see something more positive, but I'm quite sure it's too risky to be short Brent crude from now on going forward. This does look positive, and that is that signal that I was looking for that I mentioned in the report on Friday. Just had it feeling that that was going to happen. Nat gas has been absolutely all over the place. Last week we wiped out all of the previous week's very strong gains, so very confusing really. In effect, we've got no clear direction on nat gas, but Friday's candle's relatively positive. We did at least hold above the 100-day moving average, having closed this little gap here. So potentially we could start to recover again in nat gas, but I must say it's all over the place, seeing some very big moves without any clear direction. So at the moment I think it's just a case of trading the levels intraday. Gas oil had a bad week last week, good week if you're a bear, down every day. I can't see any reason why that would end at the moment. There's nothing particularly positive. I'm looking for something, bearing in mind that oil and nat gas doesn't look too bad, but I just can't find anything particularly positive on this at the moment. So too dangerous to pick a bottom in gas oil, I think.